It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Live from Charlotte at the home of the Hornets, we're broadcasting from the Time Warner Cable Arena. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Right now, they're way down in the standings, just 12th place in the conference.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A two-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Greg, going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Mills out there with Green. Then there's Anderson. Then it's David Lee. And it's Gasol at the 5. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Now, here's Walker. Count that one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Mills. From downtown, Hibbert pulls it in.
Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers would just so him go and move on.
Now, here's Batum. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And with the skill set that Powell has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Outside, Walker. Now the pass to Hibbert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gasol, a screen on Walker. They kick it out to Green. Here's Lee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And so David Lee nails them both. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Here's Gasol. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zellers checked in. Now here's Walker. 17 points in his last outing. At the top of the key, Batum. And the rebound goes to David Lee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Tries again. Reverses. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now here's Walker. Defense is right there. Passes it to Zeller. 14 feet away. No good. Great D that time from Green. Anderson outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in assists, first in steals, and they're #1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. Here's Batum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, when it comes to Batum, I mean, hey, what can you say about a shot like that?
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Anderson against Kid Gilchrist. Poke loose. Fast break now for Charlotte. Shot by Zeller, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. And Anderson kicks to Green. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. Kaminsky the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Down low. Here's Zeller. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Here is Forbes. After the basket by Charlotte. That's good.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Golden State.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Walker with it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Kaminsky sets the pick for Batum. Off the pick. Nice jump shot. Good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Simmons. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And typically he has the when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. They trail by 3. Out left to the wing. Picked by Zeller. Walker with it. He's picked up by Lee. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
So it's the Spurs now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Walker. Picked by Zeller. Walker dishes to Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Now here's Walker. Shot off the pick. No good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Bertinus kicks it to Simmons. A 3-ball. No luck. Great D that time from Batum. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Walker. Again, the miss by Walker.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Charlotte making some changes. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Bellinelli comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in. Now here's Lamb. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple, Clark. Was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Here's Sessions following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. There's the dish to Zeller. No good off the pick.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
A fast break now for Charlotte. Lamb leading the charge, and it's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Feeds it to Murray. From past the arc. Rebounded by Lamb. The Hornets trail. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here is Forbes. Pass to Bertans. Beyond the arc. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Yeah, it was a major factor in the ball game. I mean, the more turnovers they caused, the more shaky those guys got with the ball.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. The Hornets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And Forbes kicks to Simmons. That is good. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make him earn those points from deep. Don't give them to him free at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bertinus. The shot no good. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And the Second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Anderson is out there with Green. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then it's Mills. And it's Murray in at the 2.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Sessions passes to Bellinelli. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Bellinelli's got it all tied up now for the Hornets. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. There's a screen. Outside, Green. They get it again. Here's Mills.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Spurs have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kemba Walker comes in for Sessions. Hibbert with a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Mills with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Walker against Green. Goes up on the wing. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the pick. That's good. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Roy Hibbert.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Mills, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
And you know, Greg, in that blowout loss that you were alluding to, it was the turnovers that really did them in. You can't give possessions away like that and expect to win.
Green, the screen, Gasol. Great D that time from Hibbert.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Jeremy Lamb. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper-echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. A shot by Batum, no good. It's Anderson with the drive, and the wide-open shot from Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And Mills kicks to Lee. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. The shot's good from Gasol. And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 3, so it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
That's good. 6 points for David Lee.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Hibbert with the screen, and Walker kicks to Zeller. Knocked away. In transition, here come the Spurs. Anderson with the ball. Shots good by Mills.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And that one's good. And that's 10 points for Cody Zeller. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Mills. A second chance effort. It's blocked. And here is Kid Gilchrist. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
This is to Anderson. From 18 feet away. He can't get that one to fall.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And Batum kicks to Zeller. They set the screen. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Green. Here's Mills. And the layup's good off the glass. Mills has got 6 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second. And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, Brady is talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Mark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled up.
Hibbert hits the bucket. San Antonio leading. Here's Simmons. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Simmons got 6.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
And Sessions kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Got a hand on it. Fast break, here they come. Pass to Forbes. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain. Possession.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in assists, first in steals, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight. Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Spurs working the ball around now. He dishes it to Simmons. Takes a 3. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line. Here is the 2K leaderboard. In the season's second half, these teams have been really passing the ball well. Number 1, the Spurs.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
Good on both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Hibbert with a screen for Kid Gilchrist. He feeds it to Sessions. Here's Bellinelli. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Bellinelli's got 8 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Murray. Bellinelli is covering. Clock at 6. San Antonio again missing. Hornets trail by 3. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. And Charlotte again with the bucket. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Now Murray. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Forbes. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Hibbert dishes to Kaminsky. The pass to Kid Gilchrist. From 15 feet away, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here, and it's tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Over to the wing. Here's Simmons. And so it's a...
Gentlemen, I'm here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. The second quarter with... And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up. And ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Batuma's out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Kaminsky in at the power forward.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out, and fortunately, for me, I don't have it.
Outside, Green. Gasol against Hibbert. From 12 feet out. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up. The Spurs have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good, Gasol. And so he makes both from the line. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now here's Walker, guarded close, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hibbert, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Gasol with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte trailing. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Kaminsky, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. That shot wide open. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Right wing. Right side to Walker. And Gasol sends it back. But they'll get another chance. And it's Hibbert missing.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And again, the Hornets missing. To the inside. Shot's good. By Mills. Mills has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it. You add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Zeller, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. They get the rebound. Lee. It's blocked. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now. And talking about Kid Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
San Antonio leading by 5. Mills dishes to Gasol. Here's Lee. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Lee's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Batum kicks to Walker. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And for Kid Gilchrist, he was accustomed to so much winning in high school, college, international competition. He's had a rough first 3 years in the NBA, making the playoffs only once in that time. But he's a real warrior, so that has to be killing him inside.
Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. And it's Walker penetrating, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte.
Jeremy Lamb.
Right side to Walker. Walker missing again.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebounding.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And here's Mills from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Pushing their lead to double digits. Green's got 15 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Walker goes in. Shot to stop the run. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Cody Zeller.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Mills passes to Gasol. Here's Lee. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lamb with the ball. Now Green defending. Anderson against Walker. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And finished off by Anderson.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Batum. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Looking at the numbers for Lamb, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future. Some fantastic numbers from Zeller. He's got 13 points and 2 rejections. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him. Pick by Zeller. Passes it to Lamb. Here's Bellinelli. Gets a very good look and converts. Bellinelli's got 12 in the game.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Simmons. He's got 10. Here's the feed to Murray. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Here's Bellinelli. It's deflected. They get it back.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pick by Zeller. Now Bellinelli. 12 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pick by Zeller. Shoots off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs leading by 15. Down low. Here's Simmons. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Lamb, good.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man, even for his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Kicks to Forbes. From deep. And he gets the bucket. Forbes has got 5.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. in sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Spurs leading by 19. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Murray. He's got 10. Puts it up. Hornets with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Sessions, no good.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Hornets trail by 19. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Anderson is out there with David Lee. Then it's Mills. Then it's Green. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low. Walker's shot is off.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
That's good from Gasol on the assist by Green. And that's 13 points for Pau Gasol.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Anderson has it in the corner. The dish to Lee. Got a piece of it. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. And Batum kicks to Kid Gilchrist.
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take it.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Green. The kick out to Anderson. And that one's on target from the wing. And the Spurs lead by 17.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Gasol. And he gets it to go.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Hornets trail by 19.
Hornets timeout call.
Charlotte calls timeout. Look at Patty Mills. What a contribution.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul. Here's Zeller, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio leading by 19 points. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Mills passes to Lee, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Outside, Walker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hit. One shot.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. And that one's good. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it. I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. To the middle. Green with the rebound. Spurs leading by 22. Now here's Mills. The 3. And it's Green missing. Right side, Batum. Here's Walker, banked in off the glass.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Lee, a screen on Walker. Mills dishes to Lee. They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 4 assists in the game.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Hibbert kicks to Walker. To the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And it's Walker again missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Can't get it to go.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Green with the ball.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Kaminsky. And easy 2 points on the layup.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Spurs leading by 23. Inside, here's Lee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Hornets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Walker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Forbes can't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Knocks it loose. Here's Hibbert. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Now Murray. Right wing. Inside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Lamb. Hornets trail by 21. Outside, Walker. To the right side. Wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. That's 10 points for Lamb.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Hornets timeout call.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
At the line, Dots Bertens.
First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here's Walker. He's covered by Murray. Fires for 3. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Walker. Feeds to Forbes. To the middle. Here's Dedman. Makes it off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Pau Gasol. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
They set the pick. Forbes the pass to Simmons. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. That one wide left. Walker with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris.
Well, Pal, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Pau Gasol.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.